This is the most standard, boring, pointless message you can send. So we're going to avoid that one. This is telling her that you don't believe that you made enough of an impression that she's going to remember who you are from your message. You have to remind her who you are. There is nothing personal about this message at all. You ready? Okay. Hi guys, this is Sam from Fluid Social, and today I am going to talk to you about the 3 rules to effective text messaging, WhatsApp, email, any contact that you're having with a girl. These are the rules that are going to make sure that your messages hit home hard. They'll tell her exactly who you are, and you're going to avoid any of the regular hiccups that most guys make when they're sending the typical boring message, which I'll also cover here. In fact, let's cover that first. So you've got the girl's number, you're texting her, it's that evening or it's the next day. The typical message that a guy will send is, "Hey, Laura," let's say her name is. "Really nice to meet you earlier. It's Sam from Bond Street. How are you?" Okay? So why is this bad? Well, firstly, because you feel the need to remind her who you are. This is telling her that you don't believe that you made enough of an impression that she's going to remember who you are from your message. You have to remind her who you are. Secondly, there is nothing personal about this message at all. You could have sent this to any other girl in the world, and she's received this message from every other guy in the world. This is the most standard, boring, pointless message you can send. So we're going to avoid that one. So what are the 3 rules that are going to make sure your messages are effective? Well, the first one is, does it make her smile? This is the most important. Does it make her smile? If she receives a text message and immediately she's smiling, then before she's even thought about it, she's responding to that message. When we smile, we enjoy what's going on. It's a sign that we're enjoying it already. This makes it very easy to then send a message back. If she receives a message and it's like, "Hello, how are you?" she's not going to smile. It kind of feels like a chore. You've essentially asked her to respond in the way that you've prescribed, which is answer the question that I'm asking you. The same with, "How's your day been?" Do you really think she wants to tell you about her day, how it's been going? No, she wants to have fun. She wants to feel like you're that one relationship that's a little bit different, that you're that sort of sexy little thing on the side that she wasn't expecting. It was spontaneous, it was impulsive. So the first rule, make her smile. How do you make her smile? Well, you will have seen in the last video I did on narratives that you want to build a nickname. You want to give her a nickname. You want to find unique characteristics about her that maybe other people haven't noticed. Whether she blushes, how she looks when she's nervous. So let's say the example from the previous video was a girl that dropped her phone when I met her, and I called her Butterfingers. So if I say, "Good morning, Butterfingers" here, then immediately she's going to be smiling because she's going to remember that chemistry that we had in the initial interaction, and this message is going to bring her straight back to that moment where we first met, and that chemistry is going to be there again. The second rule, is it easy to respond to? This one's needs a little bit of explaining, but essentially the idea is, if you're asking her boring, normal questions, "How are you? How's your day been?" then it's not that easy for her to respond to because she has to answer in a certain way. She has to say, "Hey, my day's been good. I did this, this, and this. You know, how are you? I'm fine. Just been to the doctor, just took the dog for a walk." She has to give you this sort of boring account of her day. But if you instead say, "I hope you haven't dropped any more precious belongings on the hard concrete floor," then she can respond however she wants. She can say, "Ha ha 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 ha, I've actually dropped 2 more things." Or she can say, "Lol, no, I'm being more careful since you called me out the first time." Or she can say, "Well, what about you? You almost dropped your phone when we met as well." She can say any number of things. It's fun for her because she feels like she's in control of the content that she's giving back to you. So it's a way more effective way of actually building a fun and sexy relationship here. So first rule, does it make her smile? Second rule, is it easy and open to respond to? Third rule, Very important. Does it relate back to the interaction? Super important. So again, if your message doesn't relate back to the interaction, then you are a vague abstraction to her. If it does, then she remembers all of the chemistry, all of the points that the points of interest of that initial interaction. So how do you relate it back? Well, if she was looking for a gift for her brother, you say, how's the gift hunt going? Have you settled on my wonderful suggestion yet? So again, she remembers exactly what happened during that interaction. This method of texting provides constant anchor points to your initial relationship. And whenever you hit those anchor points, she's immediately taken back there. So I'm attaching a couple of my messages as examples of how to do this in the video. So you'll see these messages come up, and yeah, the idea is not to copy exactly what I'm doing. Every situation in which you meet a girl is going to provide different examples. It's going to provide different narratives. It's going to provide different ways in which you can create these messages and create this powerful mode of communication. So just use mine as examples of ways in which you can do it. Take the principles behind the examples and then try and apply them to your own messages. For any more information on this, if you guys want to know exactly how I do this, if you want to see how you can do it to your specific examples of women in real life, then get in touch with me on the link below. Subscribe if you haven't already, like the Facebook page, Fluid Social, and I will see you in the next.